Good morning, boys and girls. It is so good to be back with you this morning. I hope that you did well with learning about arrays or reviewing about arrays, and that you were able to understand and follow along about how to use the organizer. So today you have an assignment. It will be graded, but we are going to go in. I'm going to model. I know I've got a few newer people on this week, so I want to make sure I go in and kind of model how to do this. So you're going to click on the assignment. There we go. So boys and girls, let me show you what I just did. I had to open this in another window. So here we've got, I'm clicking on the assignment. It's telling me I can't preview the file. If you go over to these little dots up here on the side where it says more actions, hit open in new window, and it opens right up. And then at the top, you're going to hit open with Kami. Remember, it's got the little navy circle with a white K in it. There we go. All right, so I do have a few new people on this. Kami is a cool little site. It allows us to use the drawing tools to make marks. We can erase. A few people have figured out how to type. I have not messed with that yet, but we can. So the way that you scroll down is you just use this little bar at the right. Side A is a side that I'm going to video you today, and we're going to walk through these problems together. Then when you open this up, you're going to, when you open it, it'll all be marked so you can remember the things that we talked about. And then you're going to scroll down to side B, and you're going to use your drawing tools. So I hit drawing, and there's a few colors. If you hit one of the colors, it opens up more. If you don't like any of those colors, you can hit the little painter's wheel at the bottom, and you can just select some colors that you do like. Let's see, what is a good color that I don't have? I don't have a really big, I don't like that one as much. You know what, I don't have an orange. There we go. And then when you hit your wheel, it'll be up there again. But you're gonna do side B all on your own. Let's go through and let's start the assignment. So it says Milo walked into the pet store the other day to get a chew toy for his dog. He saw arrays everywhere he looked, and he couldn't help but try to figure out how many objects there were in each. Help him out. So you're going to study the array, and you're going to record the information on your organizer and then solve the problem, circling the answer on the organizer and labeling it with the correct units. And it says write an equation to match. So your equation will come out here. And I want you to look at our example. So here we've got, let me zoom in on this. We've got 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3 in each of the rows. And so on the organizer where it says number of rows, they wrote 3. And where it says number in each row, they also wrote 3. And out here, they wrote 3 groups of 3 and went 3, 6, 9. And so the answer is 9 choose. Now, I think I want to do this a little different. I think I would rather put a mystery number there instead of 9 choose, and come over here and put the label in the answer over here. That's my personal preference. Simply because many students are still struggling with where do we put that mystery number? What are we looking for? And in this case, we're looking for the total or the whole. And remember, in multiplication or division, we're only multiplying when we're looking for the total. And so where it says total, that's where that mystery number is going to go. Let's do some together. So let's look at the first one. I've got 1, 2, 3 rows. I'm going to choose a different color, and I'm going to mark 3. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in each row. And I'm looking for the total, which means I'm going to multiply, right? So I've got 3 groups of 8, and I'm going to count by 8s. Day 8, 16, 24. And so we've got 24. And 24, what are these? These are collars. Some of you have figured out how to do your typing, and if you prefer to do the typing in the box, that works for me. But here I think you have a little more room to write your label. So let's go ahead and put the mystery number on the organizer and the answer in the equation box. All right, moving on to number 2. Now, for my new friends, if you are behind and you need to stop because I'm going too fast, just pause the video and catch up, and then unpause it when you're ready to move on, okay? All right, I'm going to choose a different color. Let's look at problem 2. In this problem, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And in each row is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm looking for how many chew toys in all. So I'm looking for the total. I need my eraser. Sorry, my M is not the best. I'm looking for the total, which means I'm going to multiply. So 5 rows of 4, or 5 groups of 4, which means I'm counting by 4 5 times, right? 4, 8, 12, 16 in the blue with 20. So my answer is 20. 20 what? 22 toys, because number 2 is all about chew toys. And anything you want to erase for my new friends, it's pretty easy to do. All right? Very good. Okay, I'm really proud of you. Let's look at number 3. I'm going to choose a new color for number 3. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each row. So I'm looking for the whole, which means I am multiplying. So I've got 6 groups of 5. So I'm going to count by 5 6 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30, and my label is tennis balls. Tennis balls, and we're going to circle that. Remember that the labels are important, and some of us missed points on our last progress monitor for only having an answer and no label, and some of us even wrote a problem like 3 groups of 8 and then didn't even put an answer. So I would like to see better scores on this next progress monitor. It won't be this week, but it could be next week or even the week after. It depends how quickly we move through this unit. Make sure, particularly, I'm just going to tell you, today is all multiplication. We are just practicing using the array model to talk about how many rows, right? 1, 2, 3 rows, and how many there are in each row for each problem. You are going to open this up, and all of our thinking that we've done together today is going to be there. So when you open it up, if you want to go back and look at what we've done in part A together, that's fine. If you were at home and you wanted to work, you could probably just use a piece of paper, but just watching Mrs. Fuson work through these and participate in that thinking out loud is really, really good also. If you get to side B and you just don't understand, then remember, boys and girls, that I have office hours each day where you can see me live. We can talk through some problems. We are going to be doing a lot of talking still about equal groups problems, and while we're working on our arrays, and we're going to keep reviewing them, and I'm going to give you different types of problems as we get further into our study of arrays, and then you're going to be choosing what kind of problem it is. So I don't want you to worry about it yet. I want you to remember when we worked on adding and subtracting together, how we didn't know those problem types in the beginning either. And so give yourself some grace and know that you'll get it. I don't want you to be stressed out about it, because the learning takes time, but I believe in you and I know you can do this. So you've got side B on your own. If you've got someone who can help you read the story, help you read the labels. Now, if I get your paper back and I don't have the labels after your number, I'm not going to grade it, and I'm going to return it to you and say, hey, you forgot your labels, and you'll have to go back in and put those in and resubmit it to me. Also, I have returned some assignments to scholars and said, hey, if you do this and this and this, you can earn some more points on it, but nobody has corrected their work and sent it back. So make sure that you go back to look at that. I wanna take a moment. Well, I can't really without showing everybody the grades. But when you go back into Google Classroom, at the top, I'm gonna give it a minute. There's a place for grades, and you can go in and you can look at your work. And I am leaving you messages at the bottom, also out to the side for my friends who have not set up their Kami yet. If you just touch setting up Kami, that little button there will help you do that. So I want you to use the tools that I've given you. Now for my friends who've not done this before, when you're done, there is a turn-in button. I don't have one because I'm the teacher in this mode, but you'll be able to hit the turn-in button and it should send it right to Google. If it does not, I am aware that there is a save over here. It looks like a little box with a little thing down there. You can hit save. No, we won't guess. I just want you to use the turn-in button. I was trying to think of a way that you could save it, but I don't see that we can. Nope, I don't see that we can. All right, so for now, use the turn-in button. What you've been doing is working perfectly. I just have a few new students and I was trying to think if there was another way to go about it, but I think just using your turn-in button is going to be our best bet. I hope you have a fabulous day, scholars. If you need me or you have any questions, you can type in your questions on the comments, or you can come see me during my office hours. Hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Love ya. Bye.